Hey, hi everyone. Now I am discussing the assignment for SEM 1. There are two subjects which are pending, which is MTP and OB. So I'll be discussing MTP first. The first question is about management information systems. In the introduction part, you have to, the entire question is about four parts, that is characteristics, components, advantages, and disadvantages of management information systems. What you do over here is in the introduction part, you mention what is management information systems, how is it made, what is the benefits of this, what are the uses. This you can get in the introduction part. The best way to get it is search introduction for the management information systems on Google. You will get the, say, a paragraph or the write up from which you can pick up few statements, few sentences, and you can frame your introduction part. Moving to the concept part, there are four parts. Characteristics. The characteristics, I would mention as this is an integrated system. There is a proper data flow, and there is directed. It is directed by the top managers. This is management oriented. So these are already there in the book of nmims. What you can do is you can search also on the Google. You go and search characteristics of management information systems. You will get the details. Moving to the component part, this is also available in the book. You can pick up points from there. You can write it in your words. The components are people, hardware, software, process. So these are the things what you can mention. Moving to the advantages and disadvantages, these are the simple things. You can find it on net. It is available in the books also. So I'll not elaborate much on the points which I have mentioned, but yes, you can Google it. Advantages of management information systems and disadvantages of management information systems. So this is how you complete the in the conclusion part you mention some benefits and how does MIS help the organization, and you conclude the entire answer. Now moving to the second question. The second question is about Hofstede's cultural dimensions. So there are these 5 points. First, in the introduction part, you mention how did the cultural dimensions came into existence. How did Hofstede in IBM research for a decade and found out that the different cultures needs to be studied before it wants to launch in some other countries, or really understand how different cultures of the same company which are located into two different countries work. So this is what you mentioned in the introduction part. In the concept part, there are these 5 points. One is power distance index, individualism versus collectivism. Then there is masculine versus femininity. Then there is uncertainty avoidance index. Then there is long term versus short term orientation. So these are the 5 points. But if you Google search, you will get total of 7 dimensions. Some say there are six, some say there are seven. So ultimately, as per the question, you have to write only 5 dimensions, cultural dimensions. And then in the conclusion part, by how does the organization understand the culture, different cultures, and how will it use it uh, in order to get productivity of their employees, and creating a different culture so that every country which has a particular organization established works in a proper way as per the culture. So this is how you complete the second question. The third question is about change management. Now over here in the introduction part, you have to mention about the change management and define the resistance of change management. Then you have to in the concept part, you have to mention various factors which are responsible for the resistance in change. So I have mentioned unacceptable to change, not accepting the change. Then there is old process connections. So if I am in a company and I'm working with my old processes, I'm connected to that. So I would definitely try to resist in accepting the new process. Then there is fear to unknown. Then lack of competency, trust issues, communications. So these are few points which I have mentioned. And then in the conclusion part, how during this COVID-19 period, people there is a drastical change which has come up, and every company has to allow its employee to work from home, and there has been a major and a drastical change that has happened with each and every company. So you have to mention how company will have to accept this particular change, and how can it resist the acceptance of the change. Moving to third B, you will have to this in this question you'll have to mention points about how can you avoid resistance to change. So in the introduction part, definitely it's about change management, so some introduction about change management and how can companies resist the change management. Then you have to mention about few points that would help in avoiding resistance to change among the employees of the organization. So what you do is, I have mentioned some points. One is keeping everyone involved, management participation, nature of change which is supposed to be done. Then there is involvement from top executives, that is from the CEO, CFO, CEOs. When these people try to get into the process of change management, they will motivate employees. They will let them know what is the actual benefit of this particular of the change which is happening. And then in the last, you can mention about attitude of employees. There should be a positive attitude, and the perception should be of accepting the change. So, and then in the conclusion part, how you can avoid the resistance to change management. So, that's about it. This is how you complete the MTP assignment. It's quite easy. There's a lot of data which is available on the net. Also, if you don't find anything, yeah, do buzz me. I am available. I can provide you details. Thank you and best of luck.